right? So if you're having panic attacks, if you're having nightmares, flashbacks, you're really depressed, you're isolating, we want to reduce symptoms, and then we want to address underlying issues in therapy. The types of treatment, you can do traditional therapy once a week. There are different types of therapists, though, who have different types of specialties. So what I've put up here in these little cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, these are evidence-based therapies. There's hundreds of therapies. And it's like, which one do you go to? I don't know, okay? So I put these ones up here. These are the ones I'm recommending. It doesn't mean the other therapies are bad. I'm just recommending because these are evidence-based treatments. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on changing those thought patterns and those behavior patterns. Dialectical behavior therapy is a skills-based therapy. It's coping skills. If you're having suicidal thoughts or you're self-harming or you have difficulty regulating your emotions. Acceptance and commitment therapy is about aligning your behaviors with your values. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment versus living in the past or living in the future. And EMDR is a type of trauma therapy. There's a lot of them. This is an evidence-based trauma therapy, or they're still doing research on it, but it's gotten a lot of good results. Another option you can do is, I work at Sharp Hospital, and we have an intensive treatment. Intensive treatment means you're coming for 3 to 5 days a week for like 2 months, 3 hours a day. How would you know if you need that? Well, if you're not working, if you're someone who's having chronic suicidal thoughts, if you're just really depressed, you might need a higher level of care. But if not, then you could go to like a once a week type of a therapy. And when you're in therapy, what they're really going to be focusing on, number one, is self-care. If you're not taking care of yourself, it doesn't matter who you are. If Beyonce stopped taking care of herself, she might get depressed and anxious. Because you have to take care of yourself. If you put yourself last, you're going to feel like you're last. So what does self-care mean? It means, are you exercising? I keep saying it, but it's massive, and I know because I've done it, and it changes my mood completely. Balanced nutrition. What you eat and put into your body directly affects your mood. You just have to know. Chemicals, a lot of comfort foods, carbohydrates, these things feel good going in, but then they just make you lethargic and etc. So there's a nutrition talk here. I would encourage you to look at it because what you put in your body affects your mood and your body, obviously. Social support. Ladies, you've got to have friends. You've got to have outlets. You've got to have a place that you can go. Maybe it's your fitness group online. Or maybe it is your mommy and me daycare group. I don't care what it is, but you need friends. And if you struggle with having social support, then it's important maybe to join a support group. Because we're not meant to be alone. And if you're just doing it all by yourself, that can create natural feelings of sadness and anxiety. And then, of course, medication may be indicated to treat moderate to severe symptoms, and if you have more like bipolar or some of these other disorders, then you do need medication to manage that. But I'm going to tell you, medication will never fix the problems in your marriage, right? Medication is not going to change the fact that you don't have a job. It'll help boost you. Medication is meant to help give you a boost and calm some of your symptoms, but it will not change your life and it will not cure your problems. Right? The idea is we get to take a proactive stance in helping ourselves. If you are ever in crisis, I've put this on your handouts. These are crisis numbers if you ever need them. Okay? So just know that if you're ever in crisis, you can call these numbers. And so what are the benefits of reducing emotional suffering? When you can release and let go of pain, it increases your experience for joy, passion, purpose, love. And you can actually be present with people instead of in your head about things. It allows you to focus and take action on tasks. It increases your energy and motivation. It enhances the quality of your work. It decreases illness and fatigue because you're letting go of pain versus storing it in your body. It enhances your outlook on life. It's really, really good for self-love, which we need, and it enriches your relationships. So lastly, in summary, what do I want you to take from this? Emotions are natural. That's what I want you to take from this. And that our thoughts influence how we feel and how we respond. And that how we respond can either make our lives worse or make our lives better. and that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So you do have power. You're not helpless in your situation. You can learn how to regulate your emotions to decrease suffering and open up for joy, love, passion, purpose, all of that. Okay? So thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful day.